William Walker, a 46-year-old fire lieutenant from Cleveland, Ohio, was known for his dedication to public service and his calm, steady presence at work. For more than 15 years, he served with the Cleveland Fire Department and had risen through the ranks to become a respected officer. Outside of work, he was a devoted father and husband, living a quiet life in the Collinwood neighborhood with his wife Uloma Curry Walker. On the night of November 3, 2013, just weeks before he was set to retire, William was gunned down in his driveway. He had gone out to get food for Uloma when someone ambushed him and shot him multiple times. When police arrived, they found William lying on the concrete, bleeding heavily. He was rushed to the hospital but pronounced dead shortly after arrival. The neighborhood was stunned. There were no signs of a robbery. Nothing had been stolen. There was no apparent motive. William had no known enemies. Investigators immediately turned their focus to those closest to him. Detectives spoke with his wife Uloma, who said William had gone to pick up food after she asked for something to eat. She claimed to have heard the gunshots but did not see the shooter. Her account raised red flags. Her tone was oddly unemotional, and some of her statements seemed inconsistent. As the investigation progressed, detectives uncovered troubling details about Uloma's financial history. She was deeply in debt, having racked up tens of thousands of dollars in credit card bills. Just weeks before William's murder, she had convinced him to take out a $100,000 life insurance policy with her listed as the sole beneficiary. Investigators then discovered that she had married William without finalizing her divorce from a previous marriage, making the new policy null. Digging deeper, detectives discovered Uloma had been communicating with a teenage boy named Chad Paget, her daughter's boyfriend. Through phone records and interviews, it became clear that Uloma had enlisted Chad to kill her husband in exchange for money. She told him she needed William out of the way so she could collect the insurance money and start over. Chad recruited a friend named Ryan Dillard to commit the actual shooting. He gave Ryan the gun and information about where William would be. On the night of the murder, William was ambushed just as Uloma had planned. When confronted by police, Chad Paget confessed and implicated Uloma. Both he and Ryan Dillard were arrested, along with a third accomplice named Chris Eng, who had helped drive the getaway car. Uloma was arrested shortly after and charged with aggravated murder, conspiracy, and solicitation. During Uloma's trial in 2017, prosecutors laid out the entire scheme. They showed texts, phone calls, and financial records that tied her directly to the plot. The defense argued that Uloma had no direct role in the shooting, but the prosecution emphasized that she had orchestrated the entire murder and manipulated teenagers to carry it out. The jury deliberated for less than 2 hours before finding Uloma Curry Walker guilty of aggravated murder and related charges. In August 2017, she was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Ryan Dillard was also sentenced to life with the possibility of parole after 30 years. Chad Paget and Chris Eng received shorter sentences due to their cooperation with investigators.